So we are live. I'm trying this one more time. So, bear with me, y'all. Turn up.
I had hundreds of messages. The majority was very hostile, violent, name-calling, all kinds of nasty things. You have to be the biggest idiot in the world. Good luck when you go to meet your maker. Maybe you and Casey can hang out in hell together.
Jennifer Ford was one of 12
Because
jurors
I
who
was blind.
voted to acquit Casey Anthony. Getting Jennifer's insight will be invaluable to understanding the outcome of the case.
I can't talk to a lot of people about it. It's kind of my dirty little secret because some people just are so explosive. I've had enough of that hate.
It sounds like it has had a real impact on you.
Yes.
You're the jury. You're having to make this tough decision about whether there's enough evidence to sentence a young mom to death.
If I take her
Hey,
life
Joker.
and she did not
I know,
murder her
right?
daughter, I'm a murderer too.
She can kiss
I
my
have to take
goddamn
that into
ass.
consideration. I think people wanted us to be more emotionally involved in the case and give
I'm just watching it.
an emotional response.
This is a photograph of the shorts that were found with the remains of Caylee Anthony. It's very, very tattered from decomposition. Caylee was already in her resting place.
If death penalty is on the table, if you're going to bring such serious charges, the level of expectation of your evidence is maybe the bar is set a little bit higher.
Well, tell me a little bit about the main lawyers.
Jeff Ashton for the prosecution, I found to be overly emotional, a little theatrical, and slightly unprofessional.
Casey Anthony maintains her lies until they absolutely cannot be maintained anymore. The arguments made by the defense in this case is a trip down the rabbit hole into a bizarre world where men who love their granddaughters find them drowned and do nothing. A world where a man who buries his pets will take the granddaughter who was the love of his life and throw her in a swamp. This is the world that the defense invites you to occupy.
When you're throwing your hands in the air and like you can see the anger on his face, it's hard to read that and understand what that means. In the grand scheme of things, almost everything the defense says is irrelevant. We're waiting for the prosecution to prove their case. Our eyes are on the prosecution. Jose Baez smiling and trying to charm the jury, we don't care.
We are here and you had to leave your homes because of an onslaught of publicity that lasted for 3 years. Casey Anthony stands trial for her life.
We want to know the facts. We want to hear what the prosecution has to bring. We want strong evidence. That's what we're waiting for.
You recall denying that you made any searches for how to make chloroform. I didn't look up how to make chloroform. I looked up chloroform.
Linda, I remember her voice booming throughout the courtroom. It was either 84 or 85 times. She kept saying 85 times.
Did you do searches for scipot.com/chloroform? I don't know if it came up that way. Were you on that website 84 times? I was on it several times. Were you on that website 84 times?
And then a couple days later, they had to say, oh, that report was erroneous. So we had to throw the chloroform out. They pretty much invalidated that evidence. You can't even consider that.
So it wasn't corrected that I believe there were 2 days of searches where chloroform featured, but it wasn't in the volume or the quantity, the 84 times.
No, not at all. It felt like the prosecution was grasping because they didn't know.
What about the duct tape?
The duct tape was a big piece of evidence.
Were there any objects found with the body that would have been capable of causing death?
The only possible objects with the body, although I don't know if they cause death, and I'm not even speculating whether they cause death, would be duct tape, if
hard for it to be a compelling element when you don't know who applied the duct tape and you don't believe the chloroform ever existed. I do want justice for Caylee, and we had a hard time simply because we don't have a confirmed manner of death.
Based upon the medical evidence, can you tell what caused her death?
No, I believe we have enough evidence, and I believe it's scientifically defensible to say it's a homicide, but I do not believe we have enough scientific information to say the means of how that homicide occurred.
Why is this so
Did
bright?
you listen to evidence about the cadaver dog alerting on the trunk of the car?
There was a lot of conflicting testimony about that car as well, because I believe initially, like, the guy at the tow yard and Mr. Anthony were both saying they smelled death.
That particular smell, whenever you smell it, it's something you never forget.
And there were other law enforcement officers that had gone to the house after Cindy called to report Caylee missing, walking right by. I mean, if they smelled death, don't you think they would want to immediately get it somewhere where they could start having it investigated and things like that? There were just some inconsistencies. If Kaylee's body was in the trunk, it still doesn't show us how she died. It's hard to render a guilty verdict for the different charges when we had no idea what happened. There's no direct evidence linking Casey. It's just hard. It's just hard to process and to feel okay with the verdict when you really don't know what exactly happened. I don't know what happened to that precious girl, but that's because they didn't prove it.
Do you believe that Casey Anthony had anything to do with her daughter Kaylee's death?
I do believe she had some involvement. Only she knows, and she's an admitted liar. So even if she does talk, I mean, I don't think anyone will ever know the truth.
Do you believe that the jury performed their duties the way they should have?
We all think in terms of guilty and not guilty. We never think in terms of that third verdict. I just don't know.
I remember that they found her in a shower and covered up with dirt.
So, in the comments below, I want y'all to see her to. If she's guilty, write guilty. If not, just, I don't know. I, for one, think she's guilty. She has been since day one. She's a habitual liar. We all know that. Yeah. You guys think Casey's guilty, but guilty. And like this video for Caylee, at least. Who knows if we'll ever find out. But, yeah. I wonder if, what's his name, still alive. See if Night Shame's still alive. He did a 24-hour challenge he started it yesterday. And I think he completed it. I'm not sure yet. See if he's still alive. Hoping he's still alive. I want to drop in. Let's see if Night Shame's still alive. Yep, he's still alive. He's still alive and going at it.
It's up to them if they want to stay or not. I'm not forcing anybody to come here. But apparently these wonderful guys just love to see on the stream.
Just let him know I'm alive.
They like to see the stream go on for freaking hours.
Really? You wrote Chuckle Vision? Chuckle Vision.
So I can hear a text.
YouTubers loving me for some reason. On to that. Japan has the best
Shout out to everybody in the
commercials.
comments.
Commercials.
I used to like WKD, and you might not have WKD there. Have you heard of
Everybody that's in this
Have it?
comment section here gets a shout out.
Wait, what?
WKD is a type of drink. It's like Wicked.
Go over and check his
It's like
channel
instead
out
of just short for
if you don't mind.
WKD, and there was these
Night
outlets
Shame,
where people
24-hour
would, like, take
challenge.
pranks on each other.
Skyrim.
Like, do you have a Wicked side, a WKD side?
Looks pretty fun.
You would drink this drink, and
If you ask me.
that's the whole advert's point.
Pretty fun.
Like, some of them were like, a guy would go into an elevator, he'd go up.
Hey, Battleship,
then-
I came here because I hate the stream. Awesome. Thank
You
you
just
so
hit
much
2K
for your delicious
subs.
hate.
Yes.
Your
That was
beautiful
so
hate. Give it to me.
Suck it up, man. Suck it up.
No, I know Battleship is just kidding. He's
He
actually.
could be a narrator.
I've known him before. What the crap? I just freaking get beat up as soon as I walk out here. It's an ambush.
Yeah, I'm not actually from the UK, I'm lying. My accent is completely fake.
That looks legit fun.
She got me. I'm actually from Australia. Why not? And I was like living in the
They meant to put
outback.
you in a
Oh,
pot.
thank you, family. Holy crap, thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it. Shout out to family as well. Oh my freaking god.
Oh, dude, Story of Dory's got stuff going on right now.
I'm in here in the kitchen making homemade mac and cheese with bacon. Do you
Last
want
time I
some
checked, she had like
No, thanks,
8
bro. I
hours
already
left.
had some mac and cheese.
So, just turn it down real quick.
Well, I can take the bacon, but I've already had the mac and cheese as it is.
Any other murder trial?
Not saying
So,
I do
I
go
got-
to I took a lot of
What
college
we
days
call a
back in
dry
college.
bones case. The body was completely decomposed.
Right.
It was impossible to determine from an autopsy what the mechanism of death was.
Right.
It was different in the sense of the community interest, the national interest, and of course, the prosecution and the defense, Mr. Baez and Mr. Ashton.
How did their dynamic affect the case?
Both of them pushed the limits. Mr. Ashton, very excellent lawyer, but he can be very explosive.
Either somebody put the tape on that child before the child decomposed, or they didn't. You can't have it both ways. You can't do both. It's one or the other.
Mr. Baez was relatively inexperienced. Everyone expected him to lose that case. But what Mr. Baez did was somewhat ingenious. When you look at the results of the trial, Mr. Baez, like a skilled surgeon, plucked away and planted various seeds in the minds of the jury.
They couldn't find a single link from Casey to Caylee's death.
He created reasonable doubt.
1 week it was chloroform. Today it's duct tape. It makes no sense. Many people in the general public don't understand just how difficult a job being a jury member is, especially on a death penalty case. Can you talk a little bit about that?
That's a great deal of pressure for any one human being, knowing that the whole world is watching them. Added with that pressure, plus this one factor, they knew that if she was convicted of murder in the first degree, that they would have to make the decision whether Casey Anthony should die by lethal injection.
It's a tremendous responsibility.
I have no clue where
Make
it's
that
the right.
decision in the jury deliberation. They never take it back. It's done.
We asked them to do one thing. Take the facts as you see them from the evidence and apply it to the law and render a decision. The problem is, because of the widespread pretrial publicity, everybody and his brother had an opinion. And the court of public opinion had long convicted Casey Anthony before this case went to trial.
There's people out there spending their time, spending their days looking for her daughter, and she knows where she's at.
Everybody needs to calm down. There's two sides to every story.
You lie, you liar!
So in this case, do you believe that the jury performed their duties the way they should have.
I have no doubt that they followed the law as best as they could understand the law, and that they applied the facts as they saw it against the law. One of the interesting things about the whole case was if you listen to the entire closing argument by the state, the only thing they argued for the jury to return was a verdict of murder in the first degree. There was no argument that if you disagree with the main charge, these are the reasons why we have proved either second-degree murder or aggravated manslaughter, and they didn't do that. So basically, the state said, give us all or nothing.
Wow. Well, that's what they got. Do you believe that Caylee Anthony got justice from the process? Or was this a situation where the system just didn't actually work in her favor?
We will have people who will strongly disagree with that decision. Whether or not little Caylee Anthony, that sweet little girl that tugged on the heartstrings of so many different people that did not even know her, whether or not she got justice under the laws of our nation, justice was rendered. What most people don't realize or think about, we all think in terms of guilty and not guilty. We never think in terms of that third verdict. I just don't know. And when it's I don't know, there's but one box that you can check, and that's not guilty.
So now, a decade later, after Caylee Anthony died, what did this case actually teach us in this country?
It taught us that what looks like a sure bet, a sure guilty verdict, is not always a sure guilty verdict. And that there are going to be some verdicts that we will shake our heads about, but the state put their case on, the defense put their defense on, and the jury, after having heard all of the evidence and followed the instructions of the court, rendered a verdict. And that's what justice is all about in this country.
Does Caylee Anthony ever enter your mind from time to time?
Yes, her memory does enter my mind. You can't help but recall the picture of a young child so full of life. To have a child that had all of this potential, you ask yourself, what would she be like today? We would never know. You know, it's a life that was taken much too soon.
Just when you thought we eradicated Taco Bell's
So, the last part of it, I'm not going to stream. You can probably find this on YouTube later, but for right now, if you guys think she's guilty, post it in the comments below, because I know for a fact she's guilty, and you know, she's been guilty from day one. My hair looks like shit, but okay, it's okay. But yeah, comment down below if you think Caylee Anthony is guilty. I'm not gonna do the second part of the TV series. I'm going to probably talk about this later. Again, I'll go live again later, probably. So, that's it for now. See you guys later.